Now, I have to talk about this. I know this is my second video for the day, but I needed to upload this. I needed to, because when I heard this story, I felt sick to my stomach. I felt so upset. Jake, I feel so sorry for you, man. To be honest with y'all, I almost cried when I saw this. I almost cried. Mr. Beast, I got a few things to say, and I know I drag my videos out a lot because when I'm in the mood, when I'm in the zone, ain't nobody gonna stop me. You should be ashamed of yourself. You need to go to jail. You need to pay for this shit. You need to answer for your crimes because you are the devil himself. As a matter of fact, you may just be in fact worse. How the fuck you gonna fucking starve women and put them in solitary confinement? All for you to get likes, subscribers. Don't you got enough? Don't you have enough? There's people who would kill to have at least 20,000 subscribers. Never mind millions and billions and trillions. Ain't you have enough, my nigga? For you to take away people's salvation and dignity for your own pleasure? You waving money in their face, knowing that they don't have the resources nor the fucking ability to get money. So what do? You wave it in their faces and you make them do these unspeakable things, jeopardize their physical and mental health, all for your own gain. I hope you burn in hell for this. And I don't care if this YouTube channel gets deleted, warned, or suspended. I don't care. Because people like you need to be stopped. People like you need to go away on exile and never come back again. For what you do to these people, especially to this young man. Look at him. I want you all to look at him. Does he look happy? Does he look like he's skinny? He looks like he hasn't slept in days. He is mentally exhausted, mentally drained, and his mental health is decaying. Watch the interview. The way he talks, how he's moving, his mannerisms, how he's laughing nervously. It's sad. And people like this walk away scot-fucking-free. You're worse than EDP, my nigga. You hire sex offenders and bring them around kids. You put a mask over the dude's face so nobody can find his picture and find out that it's actually a sex offender. Well, nigga, we found out. And we're pissed. You hire a whole sex offender and put him in your videos, your thumbnails, and little kids are watching your videos because you cater to little kids. You fucking devilish piece of shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. And these kids watch you and look up to you. Why the fuck do you have to record yourself giving homeless people money when you can just do it out of the kindness of your heart? Why do you have to do it for the clicks? Do it because you want to. You should be ashamed of yourself. And this poor kid, you're going to say, oh, why don't you look into the camera and say who paid for your student loans? You should be ashamed of yourself, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Listen, Jimmy. You ain't gonna last long in this world, Jimmy. Somebody's gonna catch up to you eventually, Jimmy. And you're gonna lose all those subscribers. You haven't lost anything yet. People ain't gonna say nothing yet. It's the same thing with EDP. When people were making allegations, everybody was mad. Until EDP slipped up, Jimmy. But Jimmy, guess what? You already slipped up. It's only a matter of time before you crash and burn. And when you do, my nigga, I'm going to be over here laughing and dancing. Because when I see people like you fall hard and you get what's coming to you, my nigga, it is the most satisfying thing I've ever fucking seen. How are you going to lock up people for just for your own videos? You're going to lock people up and make it seem like it's all a game. It's all fun and games. Look at this kid, man. Look at this kid. Unbelievable. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. How can you do that? And this kid said, yeah, he's not my friend. Look at him. He's mentally drained. Unbelievable. You are the devil himself. And why YouTube is not doing anything is beyond me. YouTube needs to investigate this guy. You need to suspend his account for at least a month or 2 months and say, hey, we need to investigate this Mr. Beast because there's something going on here that is kind of weird. We have YouTubers posting allegations. There's a guy with a mask. Why does he have a mask? This has nothing to do with the video. Let's investigate Jimmy here and see what we can do to try and stop him because this is not right. You know what YouTube does? They don't do shit about it. YouTube puts the algorithm, pushes it further so Mr. Beast can get more attention to his channel. The fucking piece of shit, YouTube. Let me tell you something, YouTube. You are just as bad. You protect pedophiles. You age restrict or delete people's videos when they talk about pedophiles. You make sure that nobody ever sees videos like these. You put it all on the back burner so no one can see it because you're afraid. You're afraid. You are the Matrix doctrine. I ain't gonna subscribe to none of y'all. The Sly Fox is coming, and it's here. Y'all listen to Sly Fox? Go look it up. Right here. It's all, the internet's all for child predators. It's for child predators to thrive, and they're thriving right now. Look at Mr. Beast. Look at this. And that's why you're called a beast. You're the beast from hell. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Where's your response? What are you gonna say? I'm sorry? Sorry's not gonna cut it for this nigga. Look at this guy. Look at him. He looks genuinely upset, and he got emotional. I almost cried. He got emotional for a dude that was working with Mr. Beast. And get this, he's got kids. The guy had kids, and you know what happened? Jake advocated for him to get paid more, and you know what that son of a bitch did? He gave them both a check and sent them home. He gave them both a check and sent them home. Actually, that's the best thing that Mr. Beast has ever done, to be honest with you. If I was the guy with a kid, I'm like, oh, thank God, you don't have to hold this over my head. But at the same time, look, he doesn't give a fuck. He knew that guy had a kid. He knew that guy works. He knows that shit. But in the end of the day, Mr. Beast, like I said, he don't give a fuck about nobody's kids. He don't give a fuck about any of y'all. Look what he did to these poor people. And the guy felt genuinely bad for the other dude. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Jimmy, you're gonna pay for this. You're gonna pay for this, my nigga. Real talk. You're gonna answer to somebody one fucking day. Like, seriously. It's sad. Especially when niggas be holding the money over your head like that. You know? And I know some people, they'll be all like, oh, yes, Mr. Beast. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for having me do your video, Mr. Beast. Yes, Mr. Beast. Sir, can I bend over and let you fuck me up the ass? No. No. You have to have self-respect. I understand. Life is hard. Life is hard, man. It's the most difficult shit anybody can face, especially when you're a man. Especially when you're a dude, it's even harder. And when you got a family, it's even more challenging. Okay? Because people expect you to just pick it up and suck it up. But this shit right here he's going through, the only way is for him to get some closure is if Jimmy, Mr. Beast, whatever the fuck your name is, goes to jail, and he goes to jail hard. But don't worry, Mr. Beast. God's gonna see you. And he ain't gonna see you in heaven. You're gonna be down there with your old friend. Didn't you say that you would get a neurochip in your brain just to get money? You love money, don't you? Yeah, money's good, but hey, when you're putting people's lives at stake for your benefit, it's a different story. You a sadistic motherfucker. Burn in hell, Mr. Beast. I've been telling people I hated Mr. Beast since I laid eyes upon him. I knew something wasn't right. He don't look right. He looks evil himself. The day I saw this motherfucker, I said, don't worry. One day something's going to happen. And he's going to get exposed. Here he is right now. We're living in the last times, people. We're living in the final days. Look at them. Look at this guy. You let your kids watch this shit? Look what he's doing. Hiring child predators. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, basically, yeah. Hiring child predators. Sex offenders. Torturing human beings. All to laugh and give them money in the end when he's done using them. And then he puts it on his channel for his own gain. Hey, YouTube ain't all that. Imagine if YouTube deleted your channel tomorrow, Jimmy. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna go look for a job? You ain't gonna be that good. You ain't talented. What, are you gonna be, an athlete? Can't run. What are you gonna be? What are you gonna be? You gonna work at Walmart? I don't know if you can, nigga. You look like you can barely lift up the fucking hamburger you made that you try to kill people with your damn fucking poison. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Jimmy? What are you gonna do? You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna keep living in your fantasy and torturing these people? Is that what you're gonna do, dear Jimmy? Don't worry. The day of judgment will be upon you. And then you're really gonna see. I hope you burn in hell, you motherfucker. I hope you get the fucking punishment that you deserve. Jake, be strong, man. I genuinely feel for you. And I know this video is gonna get deleted, but I don't care. Just goes to show what YouTube likes. I might get a copyright strike. I don't care. I might get a warning or a strike or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Just goes to show that YouTube likes to protect these fucking piece of shits. You guys let EDP back on. He's got 12K subscribers. Mr. Beast, there's a bunch of videos about him torturing human beings. Proven. And nothing's being done about it. Jake, be strong. I hope you get the help that you deserve, and I hope you get the justice that you rightfully deserve, because Mr. Beast does not deserve to be walking in the society. He deserves to be under the jail. And for you, Jimmy, I hope that you lose your channel, and I hope you get the judgment that you deserve. And I hope it bites you so hard, man, that you can never get back on YouTube, and that you can never do the things that you did to these poor people again. You will pay for this. You will pay for this.